So the new seasonal anime, The Laughing Salesman. I wanted to talk about this one because I saw the first episode and I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed watching it. Now before you get any further into this video, let me just put a disclaimer. This is not an action series. It's more so just like a episodic deal. Let me give you the synopsis. There's a character named Moguro, and I guess this dude has some sort of power, some sort of, I don't know if it's magic. I'm not really sure based on the first episode what it is, but it seems as though it's like some weird magical powers where he can kind of grant the wishes of what people want. Like for example, with the first episode, it was broken down into two parts with two different cases. So it seems as though every episode will possibly have two different stories. Like the first 12 minutes will deal with one and the second will deal with the other. But essentially Moguro, he can grant the desires of people. Like the first half of the episode, these dudes, they're really working hard people. You know, they work hard every day and they want a bar that they can drink at in the afternoon, not just in the night. They want to hit up the pub, you know, on their lunch break or whatever, and he grants that, but there's always a cost. And that's one of the things I really enjoyed about it. It kind of reminds me of, I think it was called Wishmaster or something like that, an old movie where be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. So even though these dudes get to drink it up and, you know, have a good time and be with the ladies, you know, you want to be with the ladies, yeah, that's good and all, but there's gonna be a catch to it. And then the second part of the first episode as well, there was a woman that she loves shopping, but she doesn't got the moolah for it. She gets a thrill when she's paying for it and getting all these cool things that she's buying, shoes and bags and clothing or whatever. But there's also a catch to it, and I really like the interesting dynamic. It feels as though this dude kind of tricks them in a way and suckers them into going after their desires. And I think the theme of it as a whole is kind of like, you know, again, be careful what you wish for because you might get it, but also what you desire maybe isn't the best thing for you. Maybe you shouldn't go after it. Maybe you should go, you know, the hard way to get it, or just in general, sometimes not everything is worth it and everything might not be as it seems. A lot of interesting things you could gather based off the first episode. Again, it's episodic. I don't know if like later on down the road it'll start to dive more into who is this Moguro guy, what is he trying to do, which by the way, let's talk about Moguro's character design real quick, because the animation and art style is kind of more so this weird thing. It doesn't look like standard animation or typical art styles that you would see in anime. The characters kind of look more so cartoony in a way, and Moguro's character design, he's like this weird, like I'll have it somewhere on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about, but like it's a weird demonic look. He's kind of like this stubby small guy with a black hat, and it's like it's a weird character design, but it works very well. And it's really interesting when he goes up to people and he's like, oh, that's what you want, right? I can see that's what you want. So I'm really curious to find out more about Moguro, hopefully throughout the anime's run. I don't know how long it's gonna be, because I do know there was actually an old Laughing Salesman anime back in the day, I think in like 89 through the 90s, something like that. So there was an old one, but I don't know exactly what happens or whatever. But I would love to dive more into, well, how does he have these powers and exactly what is it that he's after? Is he just liking fucking with people, or does he get something out of it by doing messed up shit to people? Because again, it is messed up after these people have the most enjoyment in their life. They really have a good time, and then there's that catch that fucks it all up and it's totally not worth it at the end. So I'm really hoping we dive more into Moguro's character. Again, the art and animation, because I know some people might be turned off, it is kind of wacky and cartoony looking in a way, but it works very well, because even though it has that style of art and animation, the serious situations sometimes, and I'm imagining it could potentially escalate in the future, really makes you interested. So you can't really necessarily, I mean, some people will be thrown off by it, but personally from watching it, I was just like, yo, this is really chill and relaxing and also interesting. So hopefully they dive further into it. Is it the greatest thing in the world? Is it the impact of the season? No, because like, you know, you got Attack on Titan and a bunch of other cool shit that's coming out. But is it something enjoyable? Something I'd recommend? Hells yeah. Who I'd recommend it to though? Probably not the big action junkies that just want action, because that's not the case. If you want something intriguing, episodic, something that'll make you question things and kind of look at different perspectives in life, then I'd recommend that to you. The people that want, you know, that extraness, that little side piece anime, that's probably who I'd recommend it to, because I could totally see, you know, the typical, you know, shonen fan would not like this at all, which is a shame because it's a pretty damn cool series. I really would like to see what people are thinking about it, to be honest with you, because I was shocked. I saw the art and the animation. I was like, okay, let me give it a shot. and I went away from episode 1 actually thoroughly enjoying what I saw, and I'm looking forward to more. So definitely The Laughing Salesman. I'd give a solid check it out at the very least. It might pique your interest. If you have seen The Laughing Salesman, what do you think of episode 1 thus far? Do you think that there's a potential for them to build on, to have an ongoing plot and not just be episodic with this character Moguro? Also, for the people that haven't seen it, did I sell you on watching it? Again, it's not for everyone. I'm sure there's a lot of people that probably can't get into it just because it's like simple and grounded to reality, but also adding this weird magic twist of this guy that just has these powers that he can give you what you want, but then there's a cost to it. And your overall thoughts of this Laughing Salesman, give it a try. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.